boys, welcome back to your classroom with your teacher, Miss Laura. Hello! I'm so grateful to be here with you today. We're learning all about emotions or feelings this week. Let me grab my magnet board so I can bring in a little math. Today is day 4 of our learning together around feelings. So I have 2 on top. I'll add 1 more, that makes 3. Then plus 1 on the bottom. 4, that's right. That means we have 1 more day. So let me walk you through what today's lesson is going to look like. So we're going to learn some words, of course, but today we're going to learn about a chicken who is impatient. He keeps interrupting, and not interrupting is definitely a skill that you're going to need in kindergarten. So I can't wait to share that story with you. Then we're going to play a game called Find That Feeling. We're going to try to match the feelings to the emojis that I have there. And we're going to end our time together by doing a project, a collage of how we're feeling using magazines and oil pastels. So I hope that you stick around to the end. Right now, it's time to get our singing voice ready. La 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 la. Because we're going to sing our emotion song. Are you ready? You can get a clap going. Okay, these are some emotions, and here's the tune. Happy, proud, surprised, and sad. Anxious, calm, excited, mad. Upset, shocked, confused, and glad. These are some emotions. There's still more. Lonely, thankful, safe, and shy. Nervous, silly, terrified. Cheerful, fearful, sometimes tearful. These are some emotions. And of course, there's many, many more that we feel in our bodies, some all in the same day. So I wonder, I'm going to challenge you to think of 3 more emotions not in our song. But right now we're going to do our Spanish version. I've been teaching you a few words. We learned that corazón is heart and casita means house. We learned that alegría is happy and enojo means mad. Now we're going to learn 2 more words. Miedo, scared, miedo. And tranquilidad. That's a big word that in English means calm. Okay, let's sing our song, and since it's short, we're going to do it twice. Here we go. Mi corazón es una casita, muchas emociones, guardo en una cajita. Hay alegría, enojo, miedo y tranquilidad, y la tristeza poco a poco se va. Second time, mi corazón es como una casita, muchas emociones, guardo en una cajita. Hay alegría, enojo, miedo y tranquilidad, y con tristeza poco a poco se va. Did you enjoy that song? Even if you can't say all the words, isn't it fun to learn words in a different language? Yeah, words help us understand what things mean in stories too. And that's why we explore 3 vocabulary words together. I preview them before I share them in the story. Now today's 3 words are interrupting, involved, and relax. So let's learn the formal definition. Interrupting, it means to stop something from happening for a short time. I have a little song for interrupting too, and it's from Heidi's songs. It goes like this. Interrupting is very disrupting. Don't start squawking when someone else is talking. Interrupting is very disrupting. Don't start squawking when someone else is talking. That someone else is usually the teacher. The second word is involved. Can you say it with me? Involved. That's right. And it means to take part in. In our story, the character becomes too involved. They want to take too many parts. The last word is one of my favorites. Relax. special letter R, and it means to rest, to close your eyes, to take a breather. So let's see if our character gets any rest in our story. Interrupting chicken is what we're going to read together. And look, I think there's the dad, something tells me, and there's the boy chicken. And this book is by David Ezra Stein. Oh, I love this book because it reminds me of me when I was little. I love to listen, but I love to tell things before it was time. I was impatient. Let's read. It was bedtime for the little red chicken. There's the little red chicken. Okay, my little chicken, said Papa. Are you all ready to go to sleep? Yes, Papa, but you forgot something. What's that? Asked Papa. A bedtime story. Do you ever read bedtime stories with your family? That's my favorite kind of story time. I wonder why grown-ups don't get read bedtime stories. All right, said Papa. I'll read one of your favorites. And of course, you are not going to interrupt the story tonight, are you? Oh no, Papa. Oh no, I'll be good, says the little red chicken. This is the story of Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel were very hungry. Deep in the woods, they found a house made of candy. Nibble, nibble, they began to eat the house until the old woman who lived there came out and said, "What lovely children, why don't you come inside?" And they were just about to follow her when out jumped a little red chicken and she said, "Don't go in, she's a witch." So Hansel and Gretel didn't the end. Oh, looks like he's crowding. Look, even shows the red chicken in the middle of the story. The red chicken interrupted the story. He kept things from happening in the story. Chicken. Yes, Papa, you interrupted the story. Try not to get so involved. I'm sorry, Papa, but she really was a witch. That means so involved. Remember, that's one of our words. Means to take part in. The chicken was trying to take parts that were not his. Papa was reading the story. Well, you're supposed to be relaxing so you can fall asleep. Let's try another story. I'll be good, said the red chicken. This is the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Take this basket of goodies to Grandma, said Little Red Riding Hood's mother, but don't stray from the path. The woods are full of danger. Red Riding Hood skipped along through the deep woods. By and by, she met a wolf who wished her good morning. She was about to answer him when... Do you think the chicken is going to interrupt again? Oh no! Out jumped the little red chicken and she said, "Don't talk to strangers!" So Little Red Riding Hood didn't. The end. The chicken even startled Red Riding Hood and the wolf. Oh, getting too involved in the story. Oh no. Chicken. Yes, Papa, you did it again. You interrupted 2 stories and you're not even sleepy. I know, Papa, I'm sorry, but he was a mean old wolf. Yes, well now get back into bed. Okay, Papa, let's try one more little story and I'll be good. Do you think that interrupting chicken is going to learn not to interrupt? Let's give her one more chance. Ooh, and this story is about a chicken. Chicken Little. Chicken Little was hit on the head by an acorn. The sky is falling, she thought. She was about to run off and warn Goosey Lucy, Ducky Lucky, Henny Penny, and everyone on the farm that the sky was falling when... Oh no, I'm scared to turn the page. Yep. There's Red Chicken. Out jumped Little Red Chicken and she said, "Don't panic! It was just an acorn." So Chicken Little didn't, and that's the end. She's ruining the story with her interrupting. I wonder how much Papa Chicken is going to put up with. Chicken! Yes, Papa, you did it again. And I imagine this time his eye is twitching. Oh, Papa, I couldn't let that little chicken get all upset over an acorn. Please read just one more story, and I promise I'll fall asleep. But chicken, said Papa, we are out of stories. Oh, no, Papa, I can't go to sleep without a story. So they have a problem, don't they? A little red chicken wants a story, but she's interrupted so many that now Papa has run out. What are they going to do? Then, oh, said Papa, yawning, why don't you tell me a story? Me tell a story, said the little red chicken. Okay, Papa, here we go. Bedtime for Papa by Chicken. Once there was a little red chicken who put her Papa to bed. She read him 100 stories. She even gave him warm milk, but nothing worked. He stayed wide awake all zzz, zzz. Papa? What's Papa doing? Papa's asleep, that's right. Good night, Papa. The end. So at the end of the story, the little red chicken was the one who ended up telling the story almost all the way through until she was interrupted by Papa's snoring. Oh, I hope that you check this book out at the library. They have lots of different versions of interrupting chicken. So I hope that you check that out. And while we're here, we might as well learn some more about feelings, right? So I have a little matching game that we can do together. Find that feeling. And as you can see, I have different emojis: sad, happy, surprised, angry, thoughtful, shy, calm, and worried. We're going to try to match them up. So here's my first one. How do you think this little boy is feeling? His mouth is wide open, and it looks like water's coming out of his eyes. Yeah, I think he's sad too. I wonder what he's sad about. What do you get sad about? So I'm going to put him right there by the sad emoji. Now look at this little guy. He is making a silly face with his mouth. What do you think he's feeling? Yeah, I think he's feeling silly or happy. So I'm going to put him right here with the happy. Because when I'm happy, I feel silly too. How about, let's see, this little girl. She is smiling wide and her eyes are bright. I think that she is feeling happy. I love adding more to the happy. Can you show me a happy face where you are? Oh, I hope we get more happy so we fill it up. Now let's look at this little girl. Now this one was a little bit tricky for me because I thought, oh, she could be sad, but I think that she's actually thinking about something that might happen in the future that's bad. She is worried, yes. Worried. I'm going to put her right here. Let's keep going. How about this one? As he's giggling, his eyes are bright, I think that he's happy. Oh, so far more happy than sad or worried. That makes me happy. How about this little girl? Her feeling is hard because she's not sad. She's not crying, but she's not happy either because she's not smiling. I thought maybe she was thinking about something, or maybe she saw someone and is a little bit scared. So I think she might be feeling a little bit shy or thoughtful. So I thought maybe I'd put her picture right in the middle. Maybe she's shy, maybe she's thoughtful. Let's see a few more. How about this guy? He's smiling, he's showing his teeth. He doesn't seem too silly or happy. I think he's a little calm. So I'm gonna put him right here. He's calm. He's not smiling too big. He's just kind of resting and at peace. How about this guy? He's looking around. His eyes are scrunched together. His eyebrows are scrunched too. I think he might be a little bit angry. And we'll do one more before we go to our project place. And I like this one because I think this student is in a daydream. She has her hands in her face and is looking up. I think he or she is thoughtful. Let's put him right here. And this is a fun activity to do at home with maybe magazine cutouts. You know how they have all those pictures of the models with different faces? You can just kind of use Post-it notes to label and have your student match how the model is feeling. And we're actually going to use some magazine cutouts in our project today. So let's walk over. So for this activity, you're going to need old magazines, some paper, glue, and scissors. Of course, your imagination. So here is what we're making. We're making a collage of things that make us feel a certain way. So in this collage, you can see the word calm. I kind of colored the paper, a color that made me feel calm, and then looked at old magazines and cut out things that I thought reminded me of being calm. And I can actually put this around my room so that when I see it, I remember to take a breath. So let's get started with this activity. The first thing you're going to need to do is take some paper. Now I'm using white paper. I'm going to put it on this clipboard. And then you have to decide what feeling you would like to kind of collage about. So for me, I think I'm going to use the feeling happy to create my collage because I want to remember happy things. So then you're going to take your oil pastels as an optional step, crayons or anything that you have, and you're going to color your paper colors that make you feel like you're happy. So for me, things that make me happy are really bright colors. So I picked this neon pink, and I'm just going to lay my oil pastel on its side. You can take the paper off, but mine are fairly new. And I'm just gonna make like a bright color. Oh, I'm already feeling happier. You can kind of see coloring all the way to the edge. There is no right or wrong way to do this. That's what I love about art. So you can just do it however it comes out. Do you remember in our book, The Most Magnificent Thing? The little girl had something in her head and it wasn't coming out like she expected. That happens with art too. But you'll also remember that by the end of the story, she was very, very happy. She just had to calm down, take a breath, have a little patience, and realize that sometimes the process or parts of something are just as good, if not better, than you thought about in your head. What do you think? I picked like a neon. I think I'm going to do a purple. Oh, my paper is looking so happy already. Now you can make a pattern. You can do whatever you like. I just decided that because this is the background, I just wanted it to be very, very colorful. Maybe I'll do a bright green here on the edge. And that'll be my last color. Maybe green doesn't remind you of happy. Maybe you have a favorite color and that's what you're going to use. So let me get this all down. Oh, here's what my paper is looking like so far. Remember, this is just the background. The next thing that you can do is label the feeling or emotion that you're going to collage about. For me, what I did is I took old magazines and I found some letters. And then I glued them onto patterns that were also in the magazines. And then I'm going to spell out the word happy. Now, what I will say about this activity is you might have to do it over several days. Finding the letters alone might be a lot if you're 4 years old, finding the patterns. And the last thing you want to do is get frustrated when you're making art. So even if it takes several tries, several days, you know, just keep bringing it out until you have an end result that you're happy with. So H-A, I'm I'm gonna glue my P down here. P. And I use patterns because to me, happy means bright, colorful patterns. They make me happy. P, P, Y. Add the Y right there. Then I'm going to show you what it's looking like. You can see happy. Now comes the fun part. See in my sample how I took different things out of magazines that reminded me of being calm, like flowers, the ocean, palm trees. So I'm going to do the same with my magazine cutouts here, and I already picked a few. So for me, something that reminds me of happy times are party decorations, and I found this one. So I'm going to cut it out, and I'm actually going to cut around because I think I'm going to put this on the edge of my paper. Do you feel happy when you go to parties and you celebrate? Maybe it's just a party that you throw for yourself in your room. I love those. Dance parties. Okay, recycle those scraps. And I will put it maybe down here, and then I'll glue it. It looks so bright and happy. And that's what I'm trying to get to come across. This might work well too if you have students or children that are angry for some reason, but they don't want to tell you. Sometimes art is the best way to communicate. So there, it's starting to come together. Next, I think I'm going to do maybe some colors. Look at this rainbow color I found. Does that make you happy when you look at it? It makes me happy. So I think I'm going to cut out an edge of rainbow just down the side. Now, of course, your art project is not going to look like mine. It's going to look very different because everyone has their own idea of what makes happy. For some people, they might think rainbows are too bright, and what makes them happy are calm colors. Okay, so there's my rainbow coming together. Let's keep going. Have a few more. Oh, you're gonna love this one. What do you think here makes me happy? If you said tacos, then you must know me because tacos make me happy. Extra salsa tacos, extra cheese, extra sour cream, extra everything. Do you like eating tacos? Do they make you happy? All right, I'm gonna cut out tacos and I'm gonna add them to my collage right here. There we go. Put the tacos by the party because that's what I like to do at parties, eat tacos. And then, ooh, maybe right here, this picture I also found. It reminds me of art. Also, love art. It makes me smile and happy. I never really used to like art that much. I was always way too hard on myself, like the character in The Magnificent Thing. I wanted things to come out a certain way. And it wasn't until I learned that sometimes just trying and doing your best is enough. Now I saw this picture and it reminded me of you boys and girls in our work here. It just reminds me of all the love I have for you and all the love I have for books and all the sharing I do. So I'm going to cut that out. Now it can be frustrating because if you're at my house, I have a little shelf that I put magazines on. And if you ever want to relax and look at a magazine, guess what? Full of holes. Pictures are always cut out because it's a very cheap and fun way to get some art going. All right, I'm going to add that. Let's see, I'll put it right here, my helping hand. Maybe let's do one more. Oh, I know. This one, her smile reminded me of being happy, so I'm gonna cut out the smile. Here we go. I hate to cut and chomp someone's face. Your smile's just too beautiful. Gotta get it. All right. There we go. We're gonna add this last one, and then I'll show you what my collage looks like. So we'll put it right here. So here's what my collage looks like, all done. Happy, What do you think? When you look at this, does it make you smile? It does for me. So maybe try this with other feelings, anger, sad, and once you're done, you can create a whole wall of feelings or emotions that you can look at. Okay, it looks like our time here is done. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for our last day of our study of feelings. I'll leave you with a few recommended books then. All right, mwah. See you then.